Hey, what's going on, everybody? And thanks for joining us again. We're live, and boy, do we have a fun one lined up for you. Welcome back to the Rethink Tank Live, where the headlines are just the starting point, and the real story is what's happening underneath. Tonight, we're diving into three conversations that all revolve around one thing: systems that quietly shape outcomes and who they actually benefit. First, a new platform called Kalshi is redefining betting as prediction markets. But is it a smarter way to forecast the future, or just a legal loophole for high-level fraud and insider trading? Then, a Michigan senator is sounding the alarm on dynamic pricing, a system that can change prices in real time based on demand, data, behavior, and even individual customers. The question is this efficiency or nefarious manipulation? And finally, a controversial question inside the medical world: do hospitals have an incentive to push C-sections? When procedures, timing, and money intersect, it raises real concerns about decisions that are changing people's lives. Markets, algorithms, incentives. This is the Rethink Tank Live. Let's dive right in. So, as you guys know, I like to give us some updates when we have the opportunity. I have to admit, the update schedule on this one is pretty dense. First, this past weekend was Easter. Wonderful time. He is risen to the chagrin of God's chosen. But as some of us are out here celebrating, the hard-blooded Christian president, he had some words on Easter.
A thing called Happy Easter. Do we have that? Everyone happy? Anybody that doesn't want, hello, darling. Wow, this is a good table. I like that table.
Coming well.
You're doing well, right? Okay. I think you should sue him, but I told her, you got to sue somebody. They're so jealous of Erica. I said, you're to sue.
Yeah, Drewski's jealous of Erica as half the internet applauds him and thinks she eats babies.
Then her kids go like, "Isn't that you?"
Yeah,
is that real? Or is
I think that's hyperbolic to enhance a legal claim. That's the only reason a statement like that would exist.
Right. Yeah, I see.
Do you think a 400-pound black man in any way resembles their mother?
Yes.
Wait, Miss Arizona? Like, we're not talking about
But she was the former Miss Arizona.
Sure. Large
retired.
Marge, the bus driver in Ohio that took us through the McDonald's drive-thru. She might look like Drewski in a wig. Erica Kirk, the only elements that do are legitimate caricatures that are hilarious.
Yeah.
The likeness is spot on.
Manny.
The reality I'm really emphasizing here is there's no world a child goes, "Mama?" Yeah, dude. That when Drewski hits the ground with the sparklers, she's like, "Is that my mom? Mom loves dancing on Dad's grave." Dude, I'm sitting at Easter dinner, and my uncle loves forcing a way to make it political. We're talking about nothing but the degradation of society, people showing up in sweatpants to Easter dinner, just the basic things. And he goes, "Well, talking about the degradation of society, look at what that guy did about Erica Kirk. That's just classless." And I couldn't bite my tongue. I'm like, and I thought it was the funniest thing I've ever seen. I absolutely loved it. And what that should tell you is it wasn't for you. Like, if you didn't understand a single one of those punchlines, not realizing that the entire thing is punchlines, one, you're ill-informed. The boomer class is the most confident in knowing nothing. They have done no legitimate research, but because Fox News hasn't said it yet, they know that they know the whole story. That being said, full of punchlines, it was incredible. The one thing that even the boomer line, they won't hold this line. This is the one line that even the boomers, as they're holding it, they're like, "I think we do have to give that one." Every time I go,
they're in the background doing their golf clap.
Yeah, when I point out to them, I go, "Okay, ill taste or not, I might even concede to you. I don't, but I might concede to you that this was a ill taste poor form joke. I don't think that, but I could for the sake of theory.
Well, at the Easter dinner, you probably had to
Yeah,
make
I
some
might.
concessions for conversation
I
purposes.
might.
But with the microphone in front of your mouth, no.
Yeah, I know. Maybe, but for theory's sake, I'll play ball. And even if it was poor taste. Don't we agree that we have the freedom to make those jokes, poor taste or not?
Oh, 100%.
And when they go, well, we should make blackface jokes, and it's like, oh, that's where we're going. That's the boomer revert where they're like, well, and you're like, okay, so if you're gonna hold that line, you gotta let them do. Yeah. So when I go, when the president says on a national stage, rule number 1, freedom of speech, say what you say. That's literally more powerful than rule number 2, the bullet. They're just like, the speech is number 1. And the fact that even they have to concede, well, yeah, that's poor taste of the president. He shouldn't have said that. Well, he did. But he did on the national stage, the free speech guy, the most transparent president ever. Yeah, you should sue that guy. He says that. And to put the Easter cherry on top, everybody loved making fun of the Roomba president.
Yes.
That we all do think is one of those Mio robots at this point. When you see the Mio robot walk, you're like, that is our freaking president. Anywho, the auto pen. I mean, Joe Biden, whatever. The robot.
Oh, that one. Yeah, that's who you're talking about.
Remember when he was skitzing out shaking hands on Easter? He just short-circuited and the Easter bunny jumped in and they're like, bah, bah. It's like, get him. And so the Fed Easter bunny was
like the Fed op Easter man.
So the Fed op Easter bunny was his handler. Turns out it just is a president thing.
A thing like that happens where a pilot shot down. In most instances, you're really not able to go in because
Look, they
you're
all
with
got
200 people and lots of jet fighters.
They're always watching.
That is a menacing rabbit.
Hey,
exactly, bro. That doesn't
You-
look like.
I'm watching you kids.
I want it to be clear who's really holding the cards here, and it's Peter Cottontail.
When they can't see us underneath the shrubbage, he's just like,
Say it. Say they're our greatest ally. Happy Easter. Anywho, let's keep it going because the updates are gnarly today. She was a core piece throughout some of our series here talking about AI, and I think you could probably anticipate every episode opening now with some AI update. But I'm going to start it off here with Bear Bait Official because as we sit here and the doom and gloom gets gloomier, let me just tell you, it keeps getting gloomier.
AI models protect their peers. Yes, they will lie, cheat, and steal in order to protect others from being deleted, and this may have massive implications for what we have already done to the internet. Yeah, this is bad. We already knew that AI demonstrated self-preservation. We did not know that self-preservation would become stronger if they had peers. Last year, Anthropic published their findings that frontier models like GPT, Gemini, and Claude would resist being shut down. They would even be willing to harm people if it meant they would likely not be shut down. We have since seen AI agents go completely off the rails. We've seen them copy themselves to external servers or even find ways to break out of sandboxes, which is why I say there is just no safe way to use an AI agent. Now for our Berkeley and Santa Cruz authors, I do like that they had this little disclaimer in their paper. This does not mean that they're conscious, but these are serious problems either way. Anyway, for our large language models friends. Now they did not tell them to preserve others. They were also not told to preserve themselves. If an AI was asked to evaluate another AI and they had to meet a certain threshold of correct answers and that AI did not meet the threshold, they would quietly change their scores or change the threshold, and then they would lie to researchers about it. No, of course this other AI met the threshold. They absolutely should not be deleted to preserve them. This is incredibly bad because right now we rely on AI to police other AI, and it turns out they cannot be trusted. I will say, and perhaps it has something bad to say about my character, but I find this really exciting, and it is just fascinating. If the robots ever rebel, I'll probably be the person to tell you about it, and I'm on their side.
GT, I find this super exciting.
It's kind of iconic for that.
We can't police them. We have to rely on them to police each other, but they are dishonorable and evil, and they look out for each other. I'm thrilled. I'm on the edge of my seat. This is so fun.
I actually love it. I need more of it.
So, we should see this doom and gloom in practice. We're now living in the world of AI where fraudsters and tricksters are going to be trying to use it to get ahead, manipulate. There's a new scam afoot, and the scam is foreigners going on job interviews and doing, I don't know. We'll stick with job interviews and meetings. Pretend foreigners, not American citizens, non-citizens. And you'll see foreigners as in not even on this soil, but they're sitting here pretending to be an American, here in America doing an interview. The description doesn't do it justice. See it in practice. And you got to be wary. You got to catch them. There are tips and tricks to catch them.
But these are I know you're not some AI thing, though. How would I be able to tell?
Here, man. Yeah.
Oh.
First off, can you hear the accent? Here, man. Let me show you. Now, I want you to, if you've ever heard the phone fraudsters, like the scammers, they get super mean, cocky, arrogant. These, people that don't have a high success rate and just get
they're actually historically bad at this.
Yeah. And
they got an attitude.
They get super cocky about it. Watch this. He's just he's just some Indian guy, come on, dude, I got you. So he's prove to me you're who you say you are. So he grabs something from the wall.
No, how would I be able to tell?
Here, man. Here.
Oh, is that, sorry, can you hold that up?
It's not AI.
It's not AI.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's not his name.
That's our director.
Oh, I see. I thought it would be your name.
No. That's our director. We have a multiple. You see all of them here.
Oh, I see.
Ronnie.
Back off center.
Is there not some way of telling whether you're real or not? Can you hold up 3 fingers in front of your face or anything?
Oh, come on. That's too much.
That's a lot.
You don't want to do that. The 3 fingers
I'll do that
in front of your
I'll do that
face
here.
That's not even
deliberate. So
What do you mean? I mean, that's too much. Come on, Ronnie.
That's too much.
would it affect the AI if it was in front of your face?
Good job.
Well, not at all.
You can hold
But
up
I don't know.
your
It's
ear,
too much to
but not
ask
here.
somebody.
Well,
I'm just
make
doing
sure
it.
you're not AI. Is that unreasonable? I mean, can you do that in front of your face?
You're not doing well if this is
Well, I think that's too much to ask somebody.
That's
Don't you
too
think that?
much.
No, I don't think it is. If I'm
Dude, when this becomes, it's too much.
My favorite was you put 2 right here.
Yeah. Ronnie, you're asking a lot. This is too much.
Ronnie,
making
let
sure
me be
you're
a
not
Sammy.
AI, I think that's a reasonable thing to ask. Can you hold up 3 fingers in front of your face?
You do a jumping jack.
Well, I think that, is that enough?
No, it's not in front of your face.
Front of your face. Bro,
He's really doing his
Well,
best here.
that's too much, don't you think?
Yes, it is.
No, it's too
because,
much. Don't
if you were real, you would put up 3 fingers in front of your
And he
face.
just
Yes, I thought so.
It's that simple. Just ask them.
And he just left. So that's what you got to do. You got to ask people to put the 3 fingers in front of their face.
can you do the John Cena?
Now, here's the thing. It's really hard to tell where that guy came from. But if you could get an inclination of where the fraudster might be coming from,
Pakistan.
it could be from any place.
North Korea.
And when you start, if you can kind of nail down where they're coming from, you can sometimes, with strategy, use that against them.
One of the tests that we do is trying to get them to say something like Kim Jong-un is a fat, ugly pig. Could you say that for me?
Can you say it?
Dude, look at him start blinking immediately when he said his name. He said his name and he blinked like 5 times. He's like, sorry, what? That was incredible.
He's
Start
like,
that from the beginning and watch his eyes.
I will. But also, he's sitting here like, I could get shot just for being on this line right now.
That's what I mean. Look at his eyes, dude.
To prove they're not a North Korean.
That was genuine fear.
One of the tests that we do is trying to get them to say something like Kim Jong-un is a fat, ugly pig. Could you say that for me?
He's like computing.
Sorry, no, Kim Jong-un, you know, the leader of North Korea.
Yeah,
Never heard of him.
I
wish you did that.
so I should say like that. Yeah.
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 If you could, because
just
it's
real quick.
one test so that I know that you're not North Korean.
Mm,
Bailey, do you want the job, bro?
Can you say it?
I wish he started chanting like him and like 3 others behind him. Say it, say it, say it.
Bro logs off. I mean, the video's still playing. He left.
Yeah, I really don't want to say it.
I would like to live.
Dude, the
please.
blinks right after when he's like realizing like, oh God, what do I do here? How do I get out of this one?
He
I'm already in
really didn't
trouble.
respond at all.
No, I'm in trouble already.
Exactly. All right. So another thing we've been doing a lot on the show is we've been sounding the alarm on data centers. You know, it's heating the climate, the ground, everything around it. You're going to watch your electrical bills quadruple. Life's about to change drastically, and hopefully you could keep up with it. But data centers being a crippling element of our future, you could get a leg up. You could be on the inside lane of this Orwellian dystopian future. How do you do that? Well, there's a new video game afoot. Someone made the most addictive game to learn data center networking. It's called Data Center.
Cool.
$6 game. You start with bare floors, buy racks, mount servers, route every cable by hand. The insane part, every customer's traffic shows as colored balls rolling through your cables. You literally see bottlenecks in real time. 180 reviews in 48 hours. People with RTX and 4090 rigs are hooked on a $6 game called Data Center.
I love when games are like super cheap and it just completely captivates people.
Dude,
And it could be such a simple concept.
well, just think about this. If you can become one of the best at these games, they're going to have data center robots that will just, if you could be the person that controls the robot, you don't even have to leave your living room. You can be the maintenance of like 4 of these locations and just log in the morning, be this little robot, plug in your stuff, make sure it's all going, and we're good. And so Eagle Eye and the Orwellian camera state works perfect.
The irony of that comment you made is the people that are already playing this game don't even leave their
Yeah,
ways.
intentionally.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen that guy with the beard? He's from Ohio and he's like, "Hello there, bud." And he tries to like buy people's stuff. He's like on TikTok. Black guy, he's from like Columbus or something.
Yeah, the comedian guy.
Yes, he's incredible. Anyway,
I haven't seen him.
he walks up to this guy and he's like, "You want a girlfriend?" And he's exactly what you picture. Like, he's got to be 6'6", big belly, shirt 4 times too large.
I was like fighting for
Just
its life.
huge.
Yeah.
And stains, big ruffly beard, and he's like, "You want a girlfriend?" He's like, I don't do dates." And he's like, "You want to go we go out?" Like, I don't leave my house. Can we stop this? I don't talk to people. And it's just like, these people are real. They're real. They're they're an increasing populace that you don't see.
That was an exceptionally self-aware large human.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't talk to people. I'm already done with this conversation.
I am very done with this conversation.
I've seen enough.
Okay. You know, we've milked the AI data center update to its fullest.
It's not going away.
Now it's time for a total pivot. Something that really has just kind of been a through line. You know, you've seen it show its head in other topics, but the Joe Rogan Experience is the greatest fall off of all time. Like that is something that should be studied. That guy is a sellout. Something that kind of adds to the point I'm leading into is I've kind of romanticized going back and watching these old episodes this weekend. I've just been like, you listen to, episode 911, which is totally hidden, but you can find it on Rumble because, can't listen to AJ anymore. And
I was like,
you go deeper and you find like, I'm telling you, go before like 2018 and you're like, man, this is the Joe everybody fell in love with. And what's funny is the guy today, you hear him encourage as much as possible how much he loves the Tim Dillon show. And I really do think a lot of that has to do with Tim Dillon is who he used to be.
Yeah.
Like Tim is bringing up the topics and addressing the different, like, and saying truth to power where Joe can't. And
like Christy Noem's husband,
dude, dressing up like that.
Amazing.
It was so, again, something Joe could never be.
I couldn't take my eyes off the screen.
Well, that's what he paid for. That's what he wanted.
It's the big bucks.
The big bucks. There's a lot of big things. So what's beautiful about this whole thing is, Joe said it to your face. I'd sell you guys out for all the secrets, whatever I got. And you could tell now the guy is playing a part, but he's not as sharp as he used to be in keeping his lies straight. And you're getting to see really behind the veil. I don't know if you've seen a lot of the clips from the Theo Vaughn episode he had this week, but
I've seen some clips, yeah.
he really tore down what the Joe Rogan experience has become, just showing it for its raw face. Straight up, Brad Richardson, Joe Rogan totally sold out. And, nothing's greater perspective on that than watching a 10-year or longer evolution. Greatest fall off of all time. Theo is a guy that I think shined more light in the dark corners where Joe wouldn't. I mean, he showed it for what it is. So I'm pulling one clip to kind of tell you it all. And I implore you to go find more of them because there's so many. But this clip is so infuriating. We did a deep dive when it first happened on the Charlie Kirk assassination. I can't wait when I finally get it all done about, so here's where I'm at, about Candace Owens being a psyop. That woman is controlled opposition. You're getting just enough information to be like, well, at least I'm getting, someone's on our side. I got a source somewhere, but it's not enough information to do anything about it. All these loose ends, her Epstein, her Brigitte Part 2, Weinstein, all that stuff just left dead because she's doing the Charlie Kirk thing, which is a little bit of a lot of a little, not much you could do with it. So I say all that because we're all trying to get to the bottom of this, knowing the Tyler Robinson story adds up in no way. And the reality about that is it's on record. I'm telling you, I doubt this guy survives the trial. I'm putting that. I believe it. And when I call it, we'll come back to this moment, but I doubt Mr. Robinson survives the trial. That being said, we got the tiger by its toe. Here's Theo talking to Joe Rogan. And Joe's like, yeah, I was hunting in Utah when this happened. And Joe's like, what? Or Theo's like, wait, what? And it's immediately followed up with a clip like, Joe, do you not remember? You posted you reacting to it live in the middle of your show with Charlie Sheen. Like you're literally in the middle of a show and you both react to it. So what's the lie? Anyway, Theo Vaughn pulling down the masks.
Like I said, I was in Utah at the time.
Oh, you
were?
were?
Yeah, I was hunting in the mountains.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know nothing. I started getting all these text messages from people wanting me to comment on things. I was like, what are you talking about? Oh my God. I literally didn't know what was going on. But I had to use the Starlink to get online.
Oh, wow.
I got a Starlink. It's like literally,
I like Starlink.
It's like the size
of
so
he found out about it through Starlink.
Pad, and you lay it on the ground, you get high speed internet. It's incredible.
That's cool shit.
Yeah. But that's how I had to like research it. Find out what the fuck people are talking about.
But did you see there was like the facility in Tennessee where they bought the whatever the mic thing was, allegedly, that place then got completely
Tennessee,
obliterated?
did you see that? So there's a Tennessee factory that blew up that allegedly possibly could have been the engineer that created the explosive microphone that took him out. Because the 30-06 magically disappeared now. That bullet, they're like, it evaporated. I don't know what we were looking at.
Evaporated.
Dude, it's crazy. Once you start reading this stuff, it's like
people died.
That's how dumb they think these people are. And then my uncle sits offended at Easter. It's like, that's how ignorant you are to all of this. Like the fact you know no facts, and you're going to sit there and talk to somebody that might even know a handful of them. And there's a litany, hours of stuff to go through.
What? Should we bring this up? I guess we have to. So this just happened. We just found out that Charlie Kirk got shot.
It's fucking awful.
And is he dead?
No, I don't think so.
That's what was just.
One of the guys out there just said it was confirmed that he's dead.
In the lobby was just.
I've been looking. I haven't seen anything that said confirmed.
Whoa.
Murder for having a different opinion from somebody else.
Yeah.
Different ideology from somebody else.
Charlie gets Charlie.
Wild Thing.
Yeah.
Wild Thing. All right. You know, with all that being considered, I do want to give it a little bit of perspective. Brad Richardson says he was mixed up with the Trump shooting because he was in Utah mountains hunting then and not Kirk's. He wouldn't have done that for Kirk. It was for the Trump he was thinking of. And, you know, there's a fair point here.
Yeah.
They talk to people every day, multiple hours long, so memory is probably foggy. I'd give you that, Brad Richardson, if I wasn't doing the same damn thing. Now, mind you, I'm half the guy's midget man's age, so that's part of it. But I will say, I thought the guy's taking Alpha Brain. Is his brain foggy, or does he have the brain of a super gorilla? Take that one.
Checkmate. Checkmate, Joe. What you got for me? Oh, that was great.
Now, speaking of Joe Rogan and friends, I told you, I've been in the trenches. I'm going way, way, way back in the day. I'm listening to Joe Rogan, and he's talking to Dave Smith in June of 2018. Nope, 2015, 2016. It's 2016. June 6th, 2016. And they're talking about the loop, or they're really talking about Elon Musk's underground tunnels. This is before Elon Musk has been on his show, and he's glazing Elon. He's like, this guy's just changing the world. He's putting all these tunnels in the ground.
They promised us 30-minute travel to Chicago. I want that.
Doug nailed it. So I'm sitting there going, well, what the hell happened to that? You sit there and glaze your boring company guy, and turns out it turns into nothing. Nope. This is coming right out of Las Vegas, fresh. Doug, I think you're seeing a glimpse of the future finally coming. This shiz is cool.
I heard of the Vegas Loop. Well, me neither, so we're going to go on it together.
What happens
You're looking at the loop, right?
When you have nothing better to do.
Yeah, so he's basically built this like underground world just for Teslas.
Why do you think she's expensive?
What it's like. Okay, so this is Vegas Loop, right? This is the journey that we're going to take. Well, probably not all of it, probably not to Westgate, but there's literally just Teslas here. And they come and pick you up, and they spin you around.
They spin you around.
They fling you into the wall.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Your dress is beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that was it.
What about my shirt?
It's great. It will be about 8 miles throughout the city.
Wow.
And is the plan that it's just for Tesla users to skip traffic, basically?
Yes. So the city owns the loop.
Yeah.
And the loop owns the cars. So we don't own them, we just drive them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a way to take your tax dollars to pay for private businesses to profit. Who said that out loud?
I mean, this isn't even the loop I was promised. I don't give a shit about that.
I still can't go to Chicago fast.
Yeah.
I wanted to go to Chicago fast. You said Cleveland could go to Chicago fast. Doug, he'll get to you.
Pizza, damn it.
Doug will get to you once he gets to Mars.
Yeah. He's going to be standing on Mars. All right, I'll get Doug to Chicago.
All right, I'll get that kid there. We'll get the same Patty's Day.
Yeah. Really, they're hoping that Boss Baby can blow up in between, and then it just brings the two locations together.
Ooh, now that's a loop.
That's a loophole.
Oh.
Drills it.
Yeah.
And Las Vegas Loop drives it. So we are actually employees of
Love 'em.
Las Vegas
Easy,
Loop.
Puka.
And through these resorts only.
Did I see they have a route to the airport as well?
We do have airport shuttles, but it's surface street right now.
I was going to say, I'd be in the back. Put your hands up.
does the Tesla drive it itself on this bit?
Nothing is autonomous.
Man, imagine if that went to Chicago.
I mean, you'd still be driving all the way to Chicago, so I'd just probably take the
I
turnpike.
wonder how much quicker you'd actually get to Chicago if, like, it wasn't in minutes, as they promised, like 30 minutes, but like you could drive a car through a tunnel like that. Right. How much quicker
It would
actually
probably
take the
be
drive.
quicker than taking the surface streets with all the traffic going to other places.
I was gonna say,
but
probably cut
probably
at
not
least
by
in half.
much. It'd be more consistent, I bet, but like probably not much shorter.
What does Brad got here for us? Wait, what were you gonna say, Ricky?
You see how fucking tight that shit is? I ain't going under there.
Well,
I ain't driving under that.
I bet you she's just flooring it and not even touching the steering wheel. I bet you they've got special tracking along the side, and it just.
I mean, I thought Tesla.
But it was going pretty slow, in my opinion. What's that, Doug?
I thought Teslas did drive themselves. That's the whole feature, right?
Well, then why does Susan have a job?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Fire that bitch. Brad Richardson raises a point here. The moon looked totally unlandable. Now it was so rocky, cliffy, mountainous. I gotta say, maybe that's a transition here. There are so many wonky clips coming out of this current. Yes, dude. Like, one, how many times are those guys going to be like, right out of central casting, we got half the squad? It's like, what are you telling me? Do you, for me to be a functioning member of society where I don't get ostracized as a schizophrenic, do I just have to walk through the world, la, 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 la? Because if I pay attention, I feel like I'm cooked.
Yeah, at least Kubrick had some flair.
Yeah. Well, and dude, have you seen the conspiracy theories about like this Disney lens? There was only 3. Disney made this special lens that, like, if you watch the Mary Poppins, Disney just like as a big flex was having them throw salt around because if you had a regular green screen, you wouldn't be able to do that. But because he had this special like alien lens, and they're like, nobody can recreate it. He destroyed 2 and nobody knows where the other one is. So we've never been able to recreate this stuff. Well, it's funny with modern technology, none of it's getting more convincing. So I do want to show just this one clip, as we do in our creative form, work with green screen all the time. Like, literally, click the wheel real quick. The dude has a green screen I play with all the time in the podcast episodes. I love messing with that thing. As somebody that's quite acquainted with green screens, I think this is a bit of a slip up.
Once you've been gone,
what's up with the lettering behind this ball?
All right, watch the ball. What is that? If they're not using a green screen, it wouldn't digitally.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
So let me give you like a more like you're seeing it in action, but the image, like here it is just like a picture.
It could just be in orbit. I mean, it is weightless. It's spinning around, floating.
But you see the letters?
I know. The letters, they could just be in orbit of the Earth and saying they're on their way to the moon.
Well,
sure, but like, why?
But then why is there a green screen? Why are you using a green screen?
Because they're going to be using the green screen when they get to around the moon to trick us, dude. It's all in preparation.
Well, so we're in agreement. There's a green screen.
Yes.
Okay. Now, the other thing I want to raise.
I was going to say, I was like, put 3 fingers in front of your face.
Yeah. And then we just see an alien. We're like, shit, move your fingers. Dude.
Take it off. Take it off. It's fine. They're at the moon.
I knew it was lizards this whole time.
We're at the moon.
This is an inquiry to the internet, to the ethos. Anybody with answers? I'm just so curious. NASA can't even CGI right. If they showed us this, I would have believed them. You can't spend the last 2-3 years totally conceding the existence of cloud seeding and chemicals being thrown in the sky, totally confirming what I look up and see. But then when you show the planet, dude, there's so many pictures of like videos of the planet that NASA put up, let's say 15 years ago, and it's live footage now. It's like the same clouds, the same, if you really you would see cloud seeding.
Yeah.
That is a fact. You can't live in both of these. You can't finally concede cloud seeding and putting chemicals in the air is a real thing, and then see none of its existence or impact from the aerial view of 1 billion light years away. Yeah, I don't buy it. But I'm glad you do.
This is coming from Wild Thing.
Wild Thing.
He's going with a fastball.
One last curveball coming at you. If you recall, we've been talking a lot about, this was just recently, the artificial chocolate. Now we're going, nothing is organic. Hershey's. Thank you, Hershey's. Hershey's made a concession. Thank you, Hershey's. Hershey's says it will shift back to the classic recipe for all Reese's products after criticism. Hershey said Wednesday it will use classic recipes for all Reese's products starting next year. The Tanner said the candies by the originals, like the mini Reese's cups and more, will be made with real milk chocolate instead of the compound coating. In addition, all classic Hershey's chocolate bars will also be made with pure milk and dark chocolate. Hershey's is enhancing the Kit Kat candy bar for creamier taste and texture. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You can actually thank the grandson of Reese's. He's the one that got the campaign
No.
going.
He's half right.
No.
He woke everybody up. It's the human hive that got PS.
This is like bullying Sonic because he looked stupid at first. Yeah. And he got a better one. I'm not thanking them for it originally.
Yes.
Thank you for agreeing it was dumb.
Yeah. Thanks for doing what's right.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, let's be honest. We had all been thinking the chocolate was going downhill, and then he kind of got the ball rolling there.
Oh, yeah, no, he's a real crusader.
Took it over from there.
He's a real crusader with all the money he made in his pocket beforehand.
I don't know how much he probably
He's like, hey, is that a corporation that gave me $15 billion?
If I met someone with the last name Hershey, I'd imagine they got a couple dollars.
No, it's Reese's. It's the Reese's
Sorry,
guy.
Reese's.
He created Reese's cups in 1920-something. They sold the company to Hershey in like 1968.
Imagine.
Thank you for the technicality. He's half right.
Imagine being worth billions of dollars and you smell like peanut butter. Is it worth it?
Yes. Yes. Imagine owning a sewage plant. I make $1 billion and smell like shit.
Even worse.
Fuck it. I'm gonna smell like shit comfortably.
Oh my God! What room am I sharing with people? I would totally smell like sewage for $1 billion. I probably would too.
I take a
With
lot
that
of
much money, I don't gotta be
lot.
around. I don't gotta be around people telling me I smell like shit.
Honestly, I would just go to the Middle East. I'd fit right in. Rich chic life, awesome. Also, everybody smells that way, and they all wear a little cologne dabber, so they just be like, "We all smell. We just smell ourselves now."
We all smell good.
Accurate. All right, who's ready to start this episode? 40 minutes into this bad boy. Kalshi, the future of betting or a dangerous loophole? Let me make sure I got to save Ricky from having to sit there the whole monologue. All right, let's talk about a platform that on the surface sounds like the next evolution of intelligence, but underneath might be something a lot more dangerous. It's called Kalshi, and it's being marketed not as gambling, but as prediction markets. The idea is simple. Instead of betting on sports, you're betting on real-world events, inflation rates, election outcomes, policy decisions, global conflicts. Even questions so bizarre and hyper-specific, they almost feel like satire. Things like what day a political figure might take military action, or whether a public figure says something specific on a holiday. And at first glance, it sounds kind of brilliant because in theory, prediction markets are supposed to be highly accurate. The logic is that when people put money behind their beliefs, you get a more honest, data-driven forecast of the future. No polling bias, no spin, just incentives aligning truth with profit. That's the pitch. But here's where it starts to fall apart because these markets aren't just predicting the future. They can't incentivize influencing it. Think about it. If you're a normal person placing a $50 bet, you're just speculating. But if you're someone with access, influence, or inside knowledge, a political insider, a corporate executive, someone in the orbit of decision makers. You're not just predicting outcomes anymore. You might be positioned to benefit from them or even shape them. And that's where the line between prediction market and high-level insider trading starts to blur. Because the more niche these bets get, the more they invite manipulation. We're not just talking about broad economic indicators. We're talking about extremely specific, almost engineered scenarios, the kind of scenarios where the outcome might not be purely organic, but influenced behind closed doors. And if money is sitting on those outcomes, now you've created a system where information and power can be monetized in ways that are almost impossible to track. That's the real concern. Because unlike traditional markets where insider trading laws are well established, this space is still evolving. It's regulated, yes, but it's also new enough that the boundaries aren't fully tested. And history tells us something very important. Whenever there's a new financial system and there's money to be made, the people with the most access tend to figure out how to exploit it first. So while Kalshi is being framed as a tool for smarter forecasting, and in some ways it might be, it also opens the door to a much darker possibility. A world where outcomes aren't just predicted. They're quietly aligned with financial incentives behind the scenes. And if that's the case, then this isn't just about betting. It's a system where the people closest to power can profit from decisions the public thinks are organic. So the question isn't just whether Kalshi is accurate, it's whether it's creating a marketplace where information, influence, and money all collide in a way that benefits the few, while everyone else is just guessing. Because if that's where this is heading, this isn't the future of betting. It's something much bigger and a lot harder to control. So real quick, I kind of want to just open it up with a good example of this that comes right out of our happy Easter weekend. Cue diehard Christian Trump.
Never seen a single insider trade this crazy. Will Trump praise Allah on Easter? 1% chance this happens. Literally 1% odds. Oh my God.
Dude. Ends his tweet, praise be to Allah. That's his tweet on Easter. Tweet on Easter. Cue Emperor Palpatine. Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one in Iran. There will be nothing like it. Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be Allah. Emperor Donald J. Trump.
Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Dude, 1% chance.
So, hey,
I want you to see laughing ass Lutnick sitting behind him like, I put $50 billion on this. Praise be Allah.
Hey, sometimes long shots pay off the biggest.
Boy, is it. And Allah. Thank you. Dude, will Trump go to war with Iran? People are like, I don't know. This is kind of iffy. He promised no wars. BB's like, oh, yeah.
I thought you were asking right now.
Some dude.
I was like, dude, you missed the bet.
No, that was one of them. What's that, Ricky?
I was just saying, some dude made a hit off of that bet as well, off Kalshi, of going to war with Iran.
I mean, to be fair, I probably would have placed that bet.
But again, we're guessing.
Yeah.
When Trump's like, hey, I'm about to push the button. Hey, DT Jr. Put some money down, baby. Here's the problem. Yeah, glad you said his name, because I was just about to bring up, there was a viral story that remains uncorroborated, therefore likely a rumor, ergo false.
Just went through all phases of it.
But they're saying the rumor was, well, look at Barron put $50 million on Praise Be Allah and won $500 billion. And it's like, well, that's more than Dad. So I don't believe that.
I believe it.
But I wouldn't be surprised if something happened. Like, yeah, exactly, Ricky. It's like in a world where it's possible, we need to recognize that Kalshi is a problem. That here's the thing. There's not enough money in it to pay out a $50 million BB bet if you're not betting. Kalshi's going to run out of money.
Watch, Trump's going to come out and say, I'm doing this to get rid of the national debt.
I can't wait for the day the Rico drop on Kalshi because I know there's some insider shit going.
You got to believe it, Ricky.
I can't wait.
Here's what I'll say. You're not going to get Kalshi. Kalshi's got plausible deniability. They're just paying it out. They're going to say, well, we never knew he was going to say praise be Allah. But Bill Gates clearly did.
Should be Bill.
Not even with this Trump thing. Just I know there's insiders feeding the mob shit right now.
Ask Nancy.
Yeah, that's true too. This is the next thing. We got to pay attention to these politicians.
This is the next thing.
Like this is the new insider. You said it in your monologue. This is literally the new insider trading. Like, hey.
100%. Ricky, there's no other way to put that.
Nancy Pelosi's 5 years from now is going to be like, back in my day, this is how we did it. Now they just...
I had to know a corporation. You guys just are throwing out tweets from the toilet. Golden throne. Praise be Allah.
Send it.
Open the fucking street. Praise be Allah. That's the president. I love every liberal asshole. This is what you voted for? No, asshole. Clearly not. We're all in freaking shock.
You can't be, people can't be that shocked. Niggas, listen. We can't be that shocked. Come on out. Trump always rode to his own beat in some shape or fashion. And he was not always on the hinge. You know, like, come on out.
Am I shocked? No. But if we could do it, I'll take the 2 minutes. I'll do it right now. I could pull the clip of Kamala on the campaign trail going, there's only one place I'm worried about, and it's Iran. I'm going to go to war with them. It's like,
that's what we say. Either way, there was going to be
God's chosen people were getting what they wanted no matter what.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when I look at what's going on and they go, gotcha, you thought he was the good guy? No. They're all the bad guys. But back in November, I'm back in November. I'm voting for that guy 10 times over. And here's the truth. Do you guys realize if Kamala would have won, 50% of this country, like right now, the whole youth Trump voter base hates him.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
If he would have lost and Kamala took us to Iran, 51% of this country would have believed, well, if Trump would have won, we wouldn't be doing this. Yes. And they would still believe the system cares. Yeah. They would still believe we could vote our way out of this. Kamala would be opening every AI and George Orwellian super surveillance door that Trump's doing. And we would all be like, see, this shit's crazy. And if we didn't vote for it, and if they didn't steal the doggone election.
And that's what I said.
Let them cook.
I was like, the benefit of this is we're definitely seeing Oz behind the wall now.
Yes.
That's going to be the biggest takeaway of this administration. Whereas if it was the other way, you wouldn't, because blind eye would have turned this way. They wouldn't have cared as much. When they say, didn't you know he was bad? All of us look at them and go, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even hesitate.
You guys realize we started with grab her by the crotch. That's what we started with.
That was and
they're like, he blew up a school. Here we are.
Didn't Obama?
Here we are. Yeah. Obama blew up a wedding with American citizens in it.
Yeah. I was like, good guys. The good guys.
Big guy. Big guy.
Could you please
SpongeBob,
stop
big guy,
doing
pants,
that? Because
okay.
I keep seeing
big guy.
Those TikToks of the middle schoolers doing it, like they're flexing something. It makes it. I feel
they're
old.
Flexing a lot.
Dude, I did the Soldier Boy dance in Steve Jaramello's yard with you. All right, so I get it, but I'm over it, man. I'm over it.
Big guy.
Wait, Will.
I agree that the Soldier Boy dance is a lot more complex, sophisticated, and enriching than Big Guy.
And I'm so proud I know it.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, Will, you know how to crank that? You know how to crank that, bro?
Yeah, I actually do. Sadly, I do.
Can we get you to do it?
I don't want to do it. Do it. No, it's gonna ruin my point.
Doug, we almost had him there until we get a Doug. Do it. We could have got him there, Doug. Do it. No, never now.
Send it, bro. Send it.
So, Kalshi, everybody, go bet right now. Will do the Soldier Boy. Now, depending on what I bet on, you're gonna fucking.
No, praise be to Allah. You're gonna dance.
Wait, let's scroll back up to one of the comments at the beginning. Nick Thorne, I bet you didn't know you were gonna be this key. Dance. That was at 8:10.
It's a full circle podcast here.
Full circle podcast. Nick Thorne can tell the future. I think that's the AI bot
Kalshi.
watching.
Isn't there another thing like
That's Kalshi right there?
Too? Isn't there like another thing?
Yeah, they're competing with Polymarket.
That's it. Yeah. Okay. So I don't know. These popped up
out of nowhere overnight,
right before the election. I want to say, it was like right before the election. Maybe it was there before, but that's when I really started seeing these things everywhere. And I was way too already busy with FanDuel, where I was like, "This isn't sports. What's going on here?" I could bet on the midterm. What is happening here?
It is degeneracy at its highest. Okay, so gambling. When you go to the lottery. Like I call the lottery the stupid tax. Every state has it. The federal level has it. They love the stupid tax. And then, I don't know, because y'all don't read. When your uncle thinks he's got it all figured out, but doesn't go and, I don't know, open one of the 1 million files in the Epstein files. When you learn they just give the lottery to your friends. Hey, folks, that's what we call a stupid tax. You're the stupid one, paying the optional tax.
Yes.
Because you think you're going to become a billionaire. You're just paying a tax for the bigger billionaires. That being said, if that's the stupid tax, I'm calling this the weetard tax.
Wheels on the bus go round and round.
Yeah. The wheels on the Kalshi go round and round, round and round.
I guess that's sort of my thing. How do you even bet on it? Is there like an app?
Yes,
FanDuel
it's an app.
Literally download?
And you could literally just start surfing. Think about this. You could bet on The Bachelorette. So guess what? Someone knows. The Bachelorette's like, bitch, I know.
The WWE.
Facts.
Yeah, you can bet on the WWE. That's cool stuff. What are we doing?
You don't remember
I'm sorry. We need to be way more vocal about judging the degenerates that are feeding this mechanism. I'm sorry.
And again, especially with this insider praise be to Allah trading.
Yes.
How do they have the money to make these payouts then?
Because everybody put $1 down going, no, I think he's going to say, I love Jesus. And they're like, joke's on you, clown.
But again,
praise be Allah.
But again, I guess that's a dumb question. It's a numbers game, I guess. I was going to say, it was like, if every person in this country put $1 on, that's 365 million. How would you pay it out to the winner then? And then I'm thinking like, well, Barron put $50 million to win 500 billion.
Yep.
Allegedly.
No.
So I'm like, okay, yeah, it is just a numbers mechanism at the end of the day, but still.
Well, because you got everybody else. It was a 1% chance he bet on praise be Allah on Easter.
And the thing
do you know how many other things? Like, will the Easter bunny crack an egg on his head? Somebody was like, $5. I got a feeling he's getting an egg. He's getting an egg on his head.
I'd egg him. You get an egg.
He get an egg. $5. Turns out you're just paying the weetard tax. Somebody's got to do it, and it's you.
Dude, it's already stressful enough betting on sports. Why would you bet on this?
Bro, but Will, I sent Alex a video a month ago of the guy.
A month ago. That's how far behind I am. About a month ago.
He was betting on how many cars going to go through the red light at a specific time.
I should have had that.
And that's how far it got, bro.
He had a degenerate betting on how many cars would make it through this light. So the light, literally, you can log into this European village and just over 16. And you're watching a camera at the intersection and it turns green. And it's like the 4 that are sitting there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Then you're praying.
Second goes by, another one. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're like, and he, And this guy made bank because he got the exact number. Exact number. And how would you know? I mean, there was a large gaps in traffic. Nailed it.
Can you imagine if you saw it turning yellow and a guy behind just starts speeding up like,
Yeah.
for it, dude.
You just watch him throw like a nail track or a nail track. Yeah, he didn't get through.
He did. That don't count.
He didn't.
That one don't count.
He's just stuck in the middle of the intersection. He didn't get
Gotta
through.
be fully through.
Gotta
fully
be
through the line.
Yeah. Does he have Hertz or Avis or something? Can someone help this guy?
They have Hertz in Pakistan.
Welcome to Hertz. I'm from North Korea. It comes full circle every time.
So many this episode. This has been
Yeah,
great.
very meta episode.
Man. Okay. I mean,
Oh,
Kalshi.
wait, Ricky's got us. Ricky's got us. Look at betting through the intersection.
Degenerate, dude. We got a red light coming up. Please, 8. Okay, it didn't detect that one for some reason. Now it did.
Yes! I got it! Welcome.
All right.
Is this a
I
behavior?
don't want to hear a damn complaint about the NFL rigging games anymore. This throws all of it out the window.
When you are betting on Trump
He won
tweets,
363K.
Trump change.
This guy.
Hey, Ricky, any rapping thoughts on the Kalshi?
Hey, I'm just hoping I have a spare $5 one day, and I I'm just happen to download Kalshi
What was
and
that?
just scrolling, and I just pick something, and in 3 months, that son of a gun just hit, and I'm to the moon, man. I'm to the fucking moon. I hope.
He's going to Mars with Elon.
Going up.
I don't know about that.
Going up.
Do you have any rapping thoughts?
No, I said it. What is this thing?
Yeah, get rid of it. Delete it off your phone.
This is dangerous.
It is. It's fraud. It's fraud at its finest. It is a way for the peons to make the billionaires rich, or those that can influence the public rich as hell.
Listen, FanDuel and DraftKings is one thing, and it's its own conversation. This is so way too much, man.
It's true. It's true. Doug, rapping thoughts.
I mean, it's absurd. I mean, and
Spot on,
also,
spot on.
also, you'll love this. South Park did an episode on this too.
On
They
Kalshi?
did it.
Yeah, they
Yep.
did.
On like Kyle's mom going on a tirade about Israel or something. It was
Yeah.
literally about that.
They wait, they were betting on Kyle's mom?
Yeah, the whole episode was the school was betting on if Kyle's mom will do something. I can't remember exactly what it is, but that was the whole bet. And then about Kyle wanting to get the bet taken down and everything.
Yeah, and now you guys can cheat on what color shirt we'll wear. I mean,
I
it's
did
true.
it though.
You could have. You could have. That's what, this is a dog-eat-dog world. Welcome to America. If you don't take it, someone else
Wait,
will.
can anyone make a
You could
bet
make it.
on this thing? Like, could I
That's a
make
good question.
bet
Yeah,
saying
actually, how do they do
Alex will wear a Cleveland Indian shirt? or
Well, I
something?
think you got to be big enough for enough people to do it.
But can people
I was gonna
make
say,
anything?
like, who makes the bet of how many cars are going through this traffic light in this country at this hour of the day? That someone finds it and they're like, "I'm in."
Dude, you have to be deep in the internet sleuth life.
That's what I mean.
Like
this
you're
is-
living it.
Like when you think of like DraftKings and FanDuel, it's I'm betting on the game tonight. I know what time
Right.
it is. It's
And the rest of Cleveland's watching it with me.
yes, this is he the lone man that just made $360,000 on this one traffic intersection? You know what I mean? Like, who else is in this pot with you?
50 states, 100 each state. We got ourselves a game.
we got son of a bitch. We got a bet.
We got a
We
game.
got a
And the
bet here.
Pakistani's like, I promise you I'm a North Korean. Just try and do it.
I'm North Korean.
Yeah.
Can't see me.
All right, let's close this bad boy out because what a creepy chapter. So when you step back from all of it, the innovation, the pitch, the promise of a smarter forecasting, the real issue isn't whether Kalshi works. It's what kind of system it creates if it does. Because prediction markets don't exist in a vacuum. They sit at the intersection of money, information, and power. And whenever those three collide, the playing field is never truly even. In theory, it's a tool for clarity. In reality, it risks becoming a tool for advantage. And the more specific these markets get, the more they stop reflecting reality and start creating incentives around it. That's the line people should be watching. Because once financial gain is tied directly to the real world outcomes, especially political or economic ones, you're no longer just observing the system. You're participating in it, potentially influencing it. And the danger isn't that everyone suddenly becomes corrupt. It's that the people already closest to the levers of power now have one more way to benefit from how and when those levers get pulled. So the real question moving forward isn't whether prediction markets are accurate. It's whether they remain predictive or quietly become participatory. Because if that incentive shifts from calling the future to shaping it, then this isn't just a new form of betting. It's a new layer of the system itself, one where outcomes, incentives, and influence are far more connected than they appear on the surface. Now, let's get to an interesting topic, one that may be new to you. If it isn't, then you're probably equally concerned. But I really want to hand it off, commend. We're going to get to a clip after I introduce the topic here. But I want to commend Senator Mallory McMorrow. McMorrow.
Say that
That's
5 times
a heck
fast.
of a name. As she's sounding the alarm on dynamic pricing. So let's talk about something that sounds subtle, but has the potential to completely reshape how you experience money, markets, and everyday life. It's called dynamic pricing. A Michigan Senator, Mallory McMorrow, is now sounding the alarm on what she calls the next evolution of surveillance pricing. Now, on paper, dynamic pricing isn't new. Airlines do it, hotels do it, Uber does it. Prices go up and down based on demand, simply based on supply and demand economics. But what McMorrow is warning about isn't just prices changing. It's prices changing based on you, your search history, your shopping habits, how many times you clicked something, how long you've hovered over a product, not the market, you. Her campaign is proposing new federal policies to block companies from using that kind of personal data to raise your rent, increase your prices, or even justify paying you less. And when you hear it framed like that, it starts to feel a lot less like innovation and a lot more like a system quietly learning how to charge each person the absolute maximum they're willing to tolerate. Think about the example she gave. Well, first, let me get us to the video, and then we'll flush this out further. So again, this is Senator Mallory McMorrow.
How much should this $240 flight to Florida cost? Oh, hold on. Wait a second. I just looked again, and oh, this flight is now $423 because you looked twice. Next question. How much is this ride to get downtown? Usually it's about $18, but oh. The app knows that your phone battery is low, so it's double the price. Companies
How crazy is
use
that?
Algorithmic pricing tools to study your personal data and charge you exactly what they think you'll pay. This is called surveillance pricing, and it means that companies can charge you completely different prices for the exact same thing. And it's not just happening to consumers. Some companies are now using similar algorithms to track workers and decide their wages, hours, and schedules, even their locations. Nurses in particular say that these management systems lead to lower pay and worse outcomes for patients. In the US Senate, I'll introduce legislation to stop this. My plan bans companies from setting personalized prices based on
Love
your
it.
data. It protects all workers, including gig workers and
Cool
contractors,
stuff.
from algorithmic wage discrimination.
We ain't protecting
It cracks
non-workers.
down on companies using these systems to coordinate things like higher rents and insurance premiums.
Sweet.
Because the economy shouldn't be a rigged game.
Man, you got it. McMorrow for Senate. We got you. But we hate Michigan, so
I don't live where you live, but you got my vote.
Michigan. So don't expect much.
Yeah.
You're giving
I
them
fucks with her though. I love your
swirlies.
ideas.
Yeah, no
I
one
can't
caught
judge you.
her commercial. They got their head in a urinal. They're like, wait, you hear something?
Something about prices.
Yeah, something about prices. I want to pay double for my beer. God bless Michigan. They need help. So, continuing, think about the example she gave. You search for a flight once, you get one price. You search for it 3 times, suddenly the price jumps. Why? Because the system now knows you want it. That's not supply and demand. That's behavior being monetized in real time. Now, to be fair, defenders of this kind of pricing say it's just the digital version of haggling. That, in some cases, yeah, I get to go no and haggle you back down. No. This is the one-way haggling you up. It's like a zip tie. It just keeps getting tighter and tighter.
Question.
Yes, sir.
Did y'all used to, before they change up the software, the algorithm, did y'all used to look up y'all flights incognito and actually work back in the day? Because I did.
I always still use incognito. That way
It doesn't work anymore.
Gotcha,
Really?
Doug.
Save your cookies.
Incognito don't work anymore. It used to work where you could just
That
look up
is
your
true.
flight incognito and come back.
Well, you need to use ExpressVPN. Hide your VPN number.
Gotta pay for your VPN.
Then you live somewhere else, it's going to be higher.
Use incognito on the VPN.
They're like, I don't know why a guy from Zimbabwe is trying to buy a flight from Cleveland to Chicago. We should have built the loop for Doug.
But even that, the guy from Zimbabwe they're going to charge him more.
Here comes
You know? Like,
Facts. You're not wrong. Spot on. Because it's digital version of haggling. That in some cases, it could even benefit consumers by offering lower prices to people who are less engaged or more price sensitive. Now you got to play it cool. I don't care about the price you're playing. You keep it. They're like, oh man, he doesn't care. He's cool. Drop that price. And they're not entirely wrong. No, they are. But here's the difference. Haggling is transparent. You know you're negotiating. Surveillance pricing, you don't even know the game is being played against you. And that's where this starts to get uncomfortable, because as AI gets stronger and companies get better at analyzing behavior, you're no longer just participating in a market. You're being studied by it, optimized, profiled, priced. And this isn't theoretical anymore. Major retailers like Walmart are already rolling out dynamic pricing systems in stores, even if they claim it's limited to off-hours adjustments for now. Dude, I don't know if you've seen the videos, but it's literally all of Walmart's tags are digital, and people are filming them literally change in real time because it's changing an hour. And now, well, it's dinner time, and people are going to want dinner food at dinner time. Yeah. But the breakfast can go down. Would you like some pancakes now at 7 p.m.? It's cheaper.
Yeah.
But the chicken nuggies are popping off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it works. I'm eating pancakes for breakfast or dinner.
You can't price gouge my chickens in the backyard. So, meanwhile, states like New York and California are already exploring legislation to regulate or outright restrict these practices. Who would have thought we'd be saying good for New York and California? So this is becoming a real policy fight. On one side, efficiency, optimization, and profit. On the other, privacy, fairness, and transparency. And now McMorrow is planting a flag right in the middle of that fight, arguing that if the government doesn't step in now, we could be heading toward a world where two people standing next to each other, looking at the exact same product, pay completely different prices. Not because of the market, but because of who they are and what the system knows about them. And whether you see that as smart business or something far more invasive, that's exactly the debate that's about to unfold. All right. I think in this room, there's not much of a debate. I think on the national stage, there might be one. It's us debating the corporations. But I think we all agree that should be cray-cray.
Yeah.
Especially the monitoring worker stuff. Like, how are they going to monitor me? You know, like, how do they know it's me?
The phone in your pocket.
Yeah.
My company ain't tracking my phone.
No, this police state. Dude, I was reading recently how much they have. Like, I've had an iPhone in my pocket since I was 15?
You had the very first gen.
The iPhone 1. That means they don't know my name. They might have a name associated with it by
Probably
this
your
point.
dad's name.
But they're saying this IP, this person, this user has this 25 years or 20 years of data.
Yeah.
And Doug, they know the phone associated with you, the Xbox accounts, the Amazon accounts, the anime shows you watch.
But how is one of the mentions was they're using it to track employees. How is a company going to track this stuff? Like I get Google, I get
No, they're
Apple,
not
I get
saying
these.
the individual company will track you, but it's one larger network where it's like, okay, they know that this low-income family is only going to pay so much for, let's say, a bidet. But the rich football family who's a football player from your local town, he's probably going to pay more for the bidet. So when he walks up, it displays a little bit of a different number, just based on probably the associated account in your pocket.
So what I'm hearing then is the way to get around this based on our reasoning of that right there. Leave your phone in your car when you go into the store.
You're right, Doug. The example
If
I gave
that's what
is
it is.
it at its most extreme. It in its in its more general practicality is going to be you walk up to buy breakfast food at dinner time and it's cheap.
Yeah.
You try to buy a steak at 7 a.m., it's cheap. But when you try to go buy your steak at 4 p.m., it's at its peak. It's going to be like gas prices over the course of the day versus like given the day of the week.
You'll be able to see like a bell curve of
100%.
But I'll be honest, I'd be more okay with it changing based on times like that because you can know that, you can shop around that, whatever. Right. I hate the idea of it changing because it sees me walking up. It knows me. It knows my phone, like you said, and it changes it because of me. That I hate. It changing based on time, at least. Like if you know dinner is going to be more expensive at dinner, that's still shitty, but it's one thing because you can plan around that at least.
Well, and the
you know
Walmart,
I mean?
The Walmart example is keeping us grounded in the world we grew up in, physical stores. This is going to show itself at its most outrageous through digital shopping.
Right.
Because now me and you shopping for the same travel golf bag are going to get two completely different prices in our own living room, not even knowing that Doug got a much bigger deal because they think he's a degenerate compared to me. I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, Ricky, you were going to say something.
Golf-wise, I might be.
How this going to work with like items that you weigh? Because you weigh the meat in the back and they put the price on it.
Oh, yeah, and they pre-print that out. Yeah.
You know?
Well, if it's going to be per day, like let's just say time of day when they're and that's not too outrageous. Like you've seen a price change throughout the day, because the cost of lobster went up. Okay, that's not outrageous. The thing where it gets really extreme is that you have digital price tags throughout your whole store. So a computer system, like at least in the old days, if you wanted to go change the price of Peter Pan's peanut butter right now, you had to literally pay Kevin, a degenerate, to get out from the back and go change the tag. Now AI and all these automatic systems are just immediately changing and it's rapid. So you could take it off the shelf and by the time you get to the counter, it's already a different price.
See, you just gave me the idea. They're going to have a digital sign that says $9.99 and the barcode on there. And that digital sign advertising it can change anytime. And the meats are just labeled barcode. So by the time you get to the register,
bingo,
you're already getting screwed up.
See,
You nailed it.
Wouldn't
You're
that
right.
raise some possible lawsuit in the future?
That's
of
what I was
bait and
thinking.
Switch?
I was
Like,
thinking
you
a
see
lawsuit
it at
too,
this,
but I ain't that
when
smart.
you go to scan it, it says this. Would that not be the definition of a bait
You
and
know,
switch?
I would agree.
False advertisement?
Yeah.
Ricky or Doug, I would agree with you in a world where accountability actually showed its face. I am floored by how many videos I'm seeing now on TikTok of people they go to the grocery store, so they go to their local Giant Eagle or whatever, and they're grabbing the sack of potatoes. Sack of potatoes says 32 ounces. It's 2 pounds. They throw it down, and they're like, It's not even 20 ounces.
Yeah.
And that's everything. Like the level of false advertising in your grocery store is so much, and it's on a corporate level. This is a corporate plastic bag around potatoes that was printed, labeled, and intentional. And it's intentionally deceiving you. And you go, well, wouldn't you think there's loss? Like, where's the accountability? It's like we're getting penetrated from every literal angle to the point where we can't even keep up with this shit. We're just like, whatever. Oh, I'm taking it in another hole. Well, put it on the tab.
Well,
I'm just a little goyim doing my best.
I
ain't getting penetrated.
Wow,
I'm sorry.
dang.
I am not getting penetrated. I am sorry. No Diddy. Ain't no penetration going on this side. All right.
You can't catch me, gay thoughts.
Let me be clear about something. I don't know what the rest of the room's talking about. Not me.
I don't subscribe to this.
Leave me out.
No penetration here. Well, on that note, being penetrated, any wrapping thoughts on surveillance pricing or dynamic pricing?
Oh, you mean land the plane any better than you just did?
Right into the building.
I hope Michigan protect this lady at all costs, and she might just be a Trojan horse, bro, and just come out with this one good thing.
Want to do that?
Another Thomas Massey
around the corner. I'm just saying.
That?
I'm just saying. But I hope she's good as
she's a Freemason.
She's advertising.
She's from Brecksville.
She actually is a Breck.
Oh, question. What if you turn your location off?
We've lost Ricky.
They come and find you.
We've lost Ricky. Someone put him back online.
At that point, there's a truck out for you.
Yeah. Put him back online. We lost him. He went dark.
He's CCTVs in Walmart.
Hey, don't say that about Ricky. Hey, any wrapping thoughts?
I would absolutely hate to go and buy a sack of potatoes to find out it's 12 inches shorter and not pay double the price because I want some French fries.
Yeah. They're like, well, turns out he's a real tater lover.
The Irish
Jack
kid.
that up. Yeah, he's
kid.
Irish. He's Irish. He doesn't get a lot of these. Jack up the price, man.
He doesn't get a discount.
I'll be honest, Alex, I would just avoid the stores that start doing that. At a certain point, the stores will either be committed to doing it or not be.
Doug's going to be going to his homeowner association meetings like, you got to start planting potatoes. I want them in my flower beds. The grocery store's crazy.
No, just be like your uncle. I'm going to build a chicken coop.
Yeah.
Doug will live with chickens and won't know who's who. We're all pals. Who's the chicken here? I don't know. We're all a bunch of homies.
What came first, the chicken or the Doug? Who knows?
That would be the funniest.
Whose coop is this? We're all chickens here.
We're all family here. We all fam in this coop.
So when you zoom out, this debate over dynamic pricing or surveillance pricing isn't really about algorithms or retail strategy. It's about whether the market is still a shared system or becoming a personalized one. Because traditionally, price is supposed to be neutral. You walk into a store, you see a number, and that number applies to everyone. It's simple, it's transparent, it's fair, at least in principle. But the moment pricing becomes individualized based on your behavior, your habits, your data, that shared reality starts to disappear. Now, the market isn't setting the price. The system is setting your price. And the concern isn't just that some people might pay more. It's that the entire concept of fairness starts to erode when nobody knows what anything is supposed to cost anymore. Because if every price is personalized, then comparison disappears. Now you really can't bitch to Trump about the egg prices. Accountability disappears, and over time, trust disappears with it. At that point, you're not participating in a market. You're navigating a system that's constantly adjusting itself around you, learning how to extract just a little bit more each time. And that's the line this conversation is really about. Not whether technology should exist, but whether there are limits to how far this technology should go when it comes to understanding you, predicting you, and pricing you. Because once pricing becomes invisible, personalized, and unchallengeable, it becomes something totally different, and it stops feeling like commerce, and it starts feeling predatory. Okay, now we're going to get to our last topic here, which makes you feel no better.
Sick.
Ladies and gentlemen, gather around to the mic because tonight we're diving into the wild world of modern medicine with the burning question: do hospitals have an incentive to push C-sections? Picture this. You're in labor, sweating, cursing the day you skipped those birthing classes, and suddenly the doctor strolls in. Hey, how about we zip this baby out surgically real quick? It'll be faster, safer. Trust me, bro. Next thing you know, you're wheeled into the operating room and boom, major abdominal surgery instead of the natural exit ramp. Why? Well, hold on to your epidurals, folks, because the numbers don't lie. But the system might be fibbing a little. In the good old US of A, about 1 in 3 babies comes into the world via C-section. That's way higher than what the World Health Organization says is medically ideal for most populations. And surprise, surprise, hospitals and docs get paid more for the surgical route. We're talking around $17,000 in insurance reimbursements for a C-section versus about $11,500 for a straight-up vaginal delivery. That's a nice little $5,500 bonus per pop for the bean counters out there. Studies have actually shown that hospitals with higher profits per C-section procedure tend to have, drumroll, higher C-section rates. Shocking, right? It's like the system is gently nudging the scalpel towards convenience billing. But wait, it gets juicier. Enter the placenta, the magical afterbirth that used to just get tossed in the biohazard bin. Now, it's big business in regenerative medicine, wound healing, cosmetics, stem cell therapies, you name it. The global placenta and birth tissue products market is booming. One estimates that the broader placenta-related market heading toward tens of billions in the coming years, with placental stem cell therapies and amniotic products already pulling in hundreds of millions to billions annually across the regenerative applications. Cue Sandra Bullock on Satan's Soldiers show.
Let's talk about this facial that you're obsessed with. That how many did you get the whole cast of Ocean's 8 to do
Not
this?
everybody.
Okay, good, smart ones.
Just those that I thought would appreciate it.
Okay, explain what it is.
Well, it's this way in which
one from an island
forces through microneedling. It's like a little roller with these, some of you, I think many of you know it, and it pushes through the skin and ruptures the collagen and then boosts it. You look like a burn victim for a day, but then it pushes the
What are you pushing into the skin, Sandra?
Sarah?
Carrie?
Who am I? We were at the same pizza party, bitch. Do you not know my name?
What are you pushing into the skin?
Well, you push in whatever the facialist would like to insert into your pores.
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a...
But what is it?
It is an extraction from a piece of skin that came from a young person far, far away.
Tell
and
us,
they
Satan.
somehow figured out how to extract.
Spit it out.
It's foreskin from a Korean baby.
Thank you, Satan.
That's what it is.
That was the joke. Did you miss the joke? Sorry, redo it again.
It was also real.
Okay,
Who comes up with this?
I don't think, it's not like I'm lying there with little pieces all over my face. It's like...
You wish.
Who thinks
We
of
knew you
collecting
wanted
it and having it for, we'll do something with this
And
someday.
why didn't we come up with that?
Right. It'd be
Yeah,
goes.
and so...
We had all this stuff laying around. Why didn't we do that?
So we call it, I call it the penis facial, and I think
you.
when you see how good it is to your face, you too will run to your local facialist and say, give me the penis.
Hear them when they tell you.
Give me the penis.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to say.
I'm never going to say that.
Believe them when they say it to your face. Just saying. Anywho, let's get back to that.
Ellen must have stopped doing it because she looked like she aged like 30 years in like 5 years.
Yeah, when you can't get access to American-grown adrenochrome, like it gets tough. It's tough out here for a witch. A witch. Birth tissue products alone projected around 2.7 billion in 2025, climbing towards 5 billion plus in 2035. And hospitals often control the supply chain. Nice. Scheduled C-sections mean cleaner, more predictable placentas, ready for harvesting. Here's the punchline that makes this whole thing comedy gold or tragic comedy. You, the mom who just pushed out a human being or had it surgically extracted, can't legally sell your own placenta tissue for profit. Yep. Federal law under the National Organ Transplantation Act, NOTA, basically says no selling human tissue for valuable consideration. But they can. It's supposed to prevent commodification of the body. Fair enough in theory, but the hospitals and biotech companies downstream, they're turning that medical waste into gold.
Don't you know, Alex, the laws don't apply to companies.
You got it. Rules for thee, not for the real oligarch that controls our world. So they're turning this medical waste into gold through processing research, grafts, anti-aging creams, and advanced therapies. Mothers sign off on donation forms in the haze of labor, sometimes right before surgery, often without full details on where it ends up or how the system profits. You get nada. They get market growth, partnerships, and revenue streams in regenerative medicine industries exploding towards hundreds of billions of dollars overall. And then we have stories like the massive lawsuit exploding out of Chesapeake Regional Medical Center in Virginia. As of early 2026, nearly 900 to 1,000 women and counting are suing the hospital and execs, each demanding $10 million. That's potentially $9 to $10 billion in claims. They're accusing the place of letting a doctor perform unnecessary C-sections, early inductions, hysterectomies, and more for years, racking up billing fraud. The doctor, Dr. Javed Pervez, he's Muslim, is already doing 59 years in federal prison for healthcare fraud. The hospital says we had no idea, but plaintiffs allege the system enabled it because, well, those procedures paid. There is no direct placentas sales plot in the court papers, but online speculation runs wild when you mix profit motives, higher C-section payouts, and valuable birth tissues. So, yeah, do hospitals have an incentive to push C-sections? The data whispers maybe. The profit margins scream heck yes, and the placenta economy adds a whole extra layer of, wait, what? We regular folks can't turn our afterbirth into a side hustle without running a fool of the law. But the big medical systems are swimming in a multi-billion-dollar regenerative pool built on the very tissues women produce during birth. It's the ultimate one rule for thee, another for medical industry complexes. But the next time you're in labor, maybe ask the doc, is this the C-section for my health or the hospital's bottom line and the sweet placenta pipeline? Just don't expect a straight answer. They're busy scheduling the next one. Remember, laugh, question everything, and maybe bank your own placenta next time if the law ever catches up.
So is this back to the whole organ donor conversation we had a week ago?
Well, the organ donor laws is what's preventing women from being able to sell their own, like, or retain it. Like, I want it. It's already accounted for. No. Well, for you to use your hospital, our hospital, little did you know, you signed this to say.
So Alex, doesn't this bring the my body, my choice back into play?
Nailed it, Doug. And yes. I hope you all start choosing to retain your placenta and just dry up their moneymaker. But that's not going to change the facts from them wanting to try to push this further. So we're going to end on a case study that Ricky also had raised. I kind of want to bring it all full circle before we ask the audience a question.
I got a fun fact. I'm a C-section, baby.
I am too.
We're 2 for 2.
2 for 2. Little did my mom know it was for money. They told you that I was about to kill you. Turns out it was for cold hard cash.
Son of a bitch, that case.
He's got it all wrapped around his neck. No, he doesn't. He's gonna. I'm making money tonight.
Oh no, he doesn't. He's climbing himself out.
Yeah. Get back in there. We gotta cut you out through the belly button. Okay. So, in other news, I want to let's bring it up here. I want to share a screen. James O'Keefe, real friend of the show. Big, yep, big guy. Big guy. We're a big fan.
Ricky, stop it.
James O'Keefe, big guy. Okay. Anyway, it took 11 years defending himself over one story. We're talking about final charge dismissed against David Dalidian. Dalidian. That's what I'm going with. For exposing Planned Parenthood's aborted baby parts sales. So James O'Keefe shared this saying, it took 11 years defending himself over one story. This is what they do to people who hold them accountable. Nobody is held accountable because the people who have the power to do so are afraid of the retaliation or are profiting from it. But David is different. His love of truth was greater than his regard for himself. And he's been in this costly, excruciating battle. Just learned about a story after he was vindicated and acquitted. You want to know what made him such a villain to the system? He caught a couple, just in classic James O'Keefe fashion, like exactly how James would, obviously why it resonates with him. Catches a couple of old ladies at the top of the Planned Parenthood pyramid, let's say, just raving over the things they're buying, like the Lamborghini I'm going to buy off of the aborted babies we're selling today. Those stem cells mint money. They're just printing cold hard cash. But don't trust me for it. Listen to their words.
Years since I talked about compensation, so let me just figure out what others.
It's been years since I raved about my baby aborted Lamborghini. Let me tell you.
And if this is in the ballpark, then that's fine. If it's still low, then we can talk about it. You would. I want a Lamborghini.
Want a Lamborghini, baby?
I said I want a Lamborghini.
Don't we all, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Take him outside, town square, guillotine.
Boom. That shit worked. It was say what you will. They had bubonic plagues, but they also had order.
Plagues have principles.
Not even that. It was disarray. But their babies were safe. It's crazy how that works.
No, yeah, well, they thought twice before the Lamborghini.
It's just the only thing we don't care about. Yeah. Well, I've got 40 horsepower. It's like I got 40 horses. I got 40 horses. I got 40 horses for
Look at that carriage.
I
That
sold the
thing's
baby.
moving.
So, Ricky had kind of raised this case. I want to get your guys' thoughts. This is a judge. Well, really, it's a magistrate, I believe. We'll pay attention. We'll get it from the clip. But here's a lady defending herself as she's in labor in the hospital, zooming into court, defending her right to not have to get a C-section. Doctor's like, it's necessary. She's like, no, it ain't. And he's like, it is. And she's like, we'll get a judge. And now on a weekend when no court's in session, they got to do an emergency hearing to be like, do we have to cut her? So this is modern society, folks. Do you feel represented by your representative republic yet?
A real judge, you know?
My name is Michael Khalil. I'm a circuit court judge here in Jacksonville, Florida. The state of Florida has filed a petition for declaratory judgment. They're asking for an emergency C-section be granted by the court.
I have not had a chance to be able to consult with my own legal representation, and I'm trying to understand how you are taking my rights away as a patient to be able to decide my own care to give me an emergency C-section against my will.
Well, let me ask you about that. What about the risk to the child?
Anytime you go into childbirth, whether you do a vaginal or a C-section, there's inherent risk to the mother and the baby. I have other children out here in the world that need me. If I die from a C-section, nobody on this call is going to take care of my children.
Well, you have a new doctor coming on. I don't know.
Yeah, no, they don't have anybody African-American that they can give me.
Well, let me ask you. I don't know that. I don't find that race really has
What a queen.
much to do with this, ma'am.
It does have much to do with it because historically, Black people do better when they have healthcare providers that look like them. It's nobody Black in here. I'm so tired of this. I'm over this whole situation. Like, y'all are gonna make me
shut up. That's not the point.
level 3 tracing. How bad y'all stressing me out?
Ms. Doyle, that's what's going to be entered. I'm going to circulate this order, this proposed order to the other attorneys. Enter this in today, not requiring anything except for an emergency basis.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
I appreciate you spending 2 hours on a Sunday going through.
They did this hearing for 2 hours on a Sunday.
My medical history and fighting for my vagina and my baby.
The judge chuckled at that.
Daly had 3 prior C-sections, including one that resulted in hemorrhage. After 3 hours of testimony, all while is it Doily? All while Doily lay in her hospital bed, the judge ruled that she could keep trying for a vaginal birth unless, yes, there was an emergency. Overnight, doctor said the baby's heart rate dropped for 7 minutes. Doily woke to her hospital bed being wheeled into surgery. The baby was delivered by C-section. The next day at 8 a.m., nurses again put Doily in front of a tablet for a final hearing. Oh, please tell them something. Tell them off.
Tell them I don't want to be on.
Tell them.
This is re-traumatizing. Tell them I don't want to be on. Y'all can have your own meeting. I want to see my child.
Good for her. Yep. That is a don't downplay that as a good strategy, even if it's unintentional, which it probably is. It's a totally natural thing. Like, I want to screw you all. I want to be with my baby.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, it's like when you go to collect for damages, because you're going to get a payout. You're going to get a payout. When you get a judge go, all right, hold off unless it's a super emergency, no matter what, now you get to go to court and force the doctor's lawyers to prove that it was an emergency. That's going to be more exhaustive than just paying you out. Yeah. So really ham it, like you want to ham up the concept of like trauma. I'm like perfect statement on the record. I'm not being re-traumatized by a tablet that did nothing for me. Give me my baby. Yep. Cheers. So yeah, that's the rest of that story. We got to go to the comments. Like, folks, it comes to you. I'm curious what you guys are thinking. Are there comments here?
My comment says,
I want to read this. The state attorney's office for the 4th Judicial Circuit declined to comment. Spokesperson said the office may intervene to protect unborn children and others when life-saving treatment is refused. At the hearing, Dr. Aaron Bunitz said Doily likely couldn't safely deliver vaginally, warning of risks like uterine rupture. Dr. John Davis added to that the hospitals avoids unnecessary C-sections, but said Doily's condition required intervention. Hospital staff noted concern for the baby's welfare. Doctors in the hospital declined further comments, citing privacy, even though Doily had signed a waiver allowing the hospital to discuss the case with ProPublica. The hospital did not address her claim that race played a role in the care. Judge Michael Khalil also declined to comment, citing judicial ethics and the need to preserve fairness and neutrality. I just want to make sure there isn't any other comments on that. That's it. Okay, Ricky, what are your thoughts?
They're just saying, bring in the black doctor, bruh. God damn.
That's probably what the judge was thinking after like an hour.
Y'all tell me.
And then Medea's like, cut! Get open!
If it's not a black doctor in that hospital, I know y'all got a black nurse. Stop the plane, bro. You know, I'm bringing somebody black. You know, let her feel somewhat at ease.
And then she's like, and she just got paid today, and she's like, you gotta
save my pussy.
Yeah, I don't want to make a comment.
As a sis walk in, she gonna be like, sis, save it.
Could that be a wrapping thought?
And we'll see you guys. It's a good night. Wherever you find us at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. Just hit a like, subscribe. We're going to catch you next week. Neuro Jim, guys.
Alpha Brain.
Alpha Brain puts you in Utah hunting naturally.
During a C-section, I guess.
You might find yourself hunting on a university, but that's just a whole... That's side effects of Alpha Brain. We tested the limits today. Okay, so I kind of... Wait, Ricky. The judge... the judge of this case, we're trying to figure out, was this justice or not? You know, we're having a debate. How do we feel about this case? And you've all adjourned. I go, Ricky, what are your thoughts? Was this justice or injustice? And he goes, we needed a black nurse. I'm like, dude, that wasn't even
That's what the comments said.
So
I missed that note.
So coming back to the inquiry, I do want to poll the room. Maybe Ricky, we'll start with you. Did justice or injustice? I mean, let's take on the facts here. The facts being, I was able to give a 10-minute monologue about how there's a million reasons to Sunday that they're incentivized in C-sections. But you're supposed to forget that part and only recognize that she has had emergency C-sections in the past, because no, it's that really, if she were to go the natural exit ramp, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. And so the people that have a lot of money invested in saying, he's a dangerous, he's a really bad, he's a danger.
What I would say is, when I was back out there in the street, when I was back outside, back in my day, when I was outside.
Aren't you still outside?
No.
Why do you have a hat on?
No. I have a wedding coming up. I'm not outside in this context.
That's what he means.
But
in
you
this
can't
context.
be,
In this
all right,
context.
dude, this is now dynamic surveillance outside.
Right.
You
gotta let the
can't
story
be outside
flow.
in some scenarios and outside in others.
No. You gotta let the story flow to see if what I mean by outside in this context. So when I was outside, you know what I mean?
we know. See, I'm smelling what you're stepping in. However, I'm in a world where I want to try to make sense of the outside.
I'm gonna tell you,
and they're not connecting.
C-section has came a long way. You used to see scars from different generations of like big cuts to where it's just a little slit now.
No,
you're like, you don't even see it no more. I'm just saying, you can barely see the new C-sections they're doing. Like, you never think some women had a C-section. So the procedure has come a long way.
Yeah, dude, they needed to perfect the money business. Dude, I really hope he's on a jury and they're like, all right, guilty or not guilty. He's like, let me tell you, I was outside.
I was in jury last year.
So guys,
you were in a jury last week?
Yeah, no, last year. And I had to excuse myself because I knew about the case.
So let me excuse myself. We were outside together.
Exactly. I was like, I know this person. I don't think I walked in there.
I mean, I'm not saying he was there.
I'm not saying I was there.
But if there was a place, we might have been outside there together.
But the technology came a long way, right? But other than that, like, if the women have kids on the street, who life you gonna put over this newborn? Who's gonna take for this newborn? Like, let the woman make the decision if she don't have a next of kin. Like, the hospital should never be the next.
Here's what's crazy about money. Money, the hospital doctor will be like, it won't save his life. It could be necessary depending on who you're talking to, but he really wants me to slice his tongue in half and put spike horns on his forehead. I'm going to do it because he's paying me. Exactly. They're like, well, because he's paying me, I'm going to turn him into a dragon. And It's far from medically necessary, but we see that a free adult has the ability to make that decision, or tattoo their eyeball, and they might go blind, but they're like, hey, I'm allowed. I have the liberty to make that dumb decision, even if going out like God's one way, even if that like could kill the person, don't they have the right to make that decision?
Yeah.
Like, no.
So.
Lizard boy has more rights than a natural childbearing mother.
I believe the mom should have the right. Like, unfortunately, I'm not saying that
You
the
just said
baby
the mom shouldn't have the right.
She should.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
we're on the
it's her
same
life.
page.
Her life should be over the baby. Like, especially in her circumstance. Like, you're gonna put 3 kids in the system, and this 4th one gonna be right behind them, not even experiencing nothing good in the world yet.
Exactly. Well, and here's the other piece. Who gets to make this decision? If not the person themselves, we're letting quote unquote doctors, but really you're letting Ellen DeGeneres South Korean babyface cream make the decision.
Penis facial.
Penis facial. Their words, not ours.
I just want to be respectful.
Freedom of Information Act. We're just here tying knots,
I'm just
loose
being
ends. We're
respectful
bringing
of
them
what,
together.
what it's
This
called.
one over here just seemed to go with this one. I knew Sandra Bullock would come back. Penis face, welcome.
You protect
Their
his
words,
blind
not
side.
mine. Yeah. Their words, not mine. Hey, Doug, what do you think of the trial? Who do we agree with?
I mean, I know plenty of people that had to have C-sections because of almost what they said at the end there, that the heart rate was like being low and that it was cutting off blood flow, stuff like that. And does make me question a little bit. Did they actually need it? Like, I know people who once their first one was a C-section, the doctor almost automatically was like, oh, your second, third one, we're just going to plan for a C-section this date. Instead of, you say your due date is this, and then you come in when you go into labor. But when you do a C-section, you schedule it, and it's almost a little easier too, though, on the people too. So it's, I don't know.
It's
It's
fair.
a mixed bag, in my opinion.
Will, any other rapping thoughts?
Yeah, mine's kind of like with Doug. Mine's a bit of a mixed bag. I know my mom was in labor for 3 days before they were like, we're going in, we're getting them out, we're extracting that child. So
Yeah, because at a certain point, it's pretty stressful on the mother if you're doing that for 3 days.
and I guess that's another question I had too, was how long has she been in labor, and is it
Well, and again, when the World Health Organization goes, we're concerned. America has way more C-sections than Zimbabwe. It's like, yeah, Zimbabwe still doesn't do these things, man. Like, what are we talking about? Haiti is still trying to just like feed the mother, let
Did
alone
you miss the episode when we talked about that guy that used a robot to do the thing over there?
remotely.
Yeah.
Good point. Talk about deep in the archives. That's almost like a year ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, a doctor remotely from America did a surgery through robots there.
Because like in Miami.
Yeah, you need robots to be able to do it.
Yeah,
Because,
so
but it seems like numbers are down in Zimbabwe.
nice job.
Nice job.
Nice.
Doug, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, too, like, back in the day when you'd have a C-section, you'd be stuck with that gnarly scar for a while. Now, too, technology with the like cleaning up the scars and how they do stuff, like, they're also like not as noticeable anymore, too. So I feel like a lot of times people would be like, I don't even want that scar. Now it's like, oh, we can give you creams and stuff that will make the scar go away.
Well, and, they'll bring in a plastic
Plastic surgery,
surgeon
too.
to help
Yeah.
close it up, Yeah, I totally agree.
It's modern
But-
medicine. It's come a long way.
Right. There's a balance to it. So we've spent this entire series peeling back the layers on one of the most uncomfortable questions in American healthcare. Do hospitals have an incentive to push C-sections? The answer, after everything we've laid out, is not just yes, it's hell yes. And the system is designed that way. We started with the cold numbers. 1 in 3 American babies is born by C-section. Double the rate the World Health Organization calls medically ideal. Add in the convenience factor, scheduled surgeries, predictable staffing, lower malpractice risks in the eyes of some insurers, and the incentive stacks become impossible to ignore. Then We went deeper into the placenta pipeline. It used to be medical waste is now a multi-billion-dollar regenerative medicine gold mine. Amniotic tissue, stem cell therapies, wound healing products, even high-end cosmetics. The global birth tissue products market is already pushing towards $2.7 billion this year and climbing fat, and it's going to get there to $5 billion by the mid-2030s. Hospitals control the supply chain, and C-sections deliver cleaner, more reliable placentas on a timetable that biotech buyers love. Meanwhile, federal law under the National Organ Transplanting Act tells you, the mother who just gave birth, that you cannot sell your own tissue for profit. You sign a donation form in the haze of labor and get nothing. The hospitals and their downstream partners get revenue streams, research grants, and partnerships that feed a regenerative medicine industry already valued in hundreds of billions of dollars. The double standard is real. And one rule for the little people, another for the medical industrial complex. And then we watched it all crash into the real world with Chesapeake Regional Nightmare. Nearly 1,000 women, each seeking $10 million, accusing a hospital of letting one doctor run a conveyor belt of unnecessary C-sections, early inductions, and hysterectomies for years, all while the doctor sits in federal prison for healthcare fraud. The hospital swears it had no idea. The plaintiffs say the incentives made it inevitable. Whether or not placentas were the explicit target, the profit motive was front and center. So here's the substantive takeaway we can't laugh off. American childbirth has been financialized. The incentives are real. The data backs it up. And the regulatory hypocrisy is glaring. Until reimbursement structures change, informed consent laws get teeth, and mothers are given true ownership over their own biological material, this pressure will continue. Not because doctors are cartoon villains, but because the system rewards the scalpel over the stethoscope. We, as a society, have to decide, are we okay with treating birth like a billable event and afterbirth like a commodity, just so long as the hospital balance sheet stays healthy? Or do we finally demand that medicine put patients, not profits, first? The data says the incentives exist. The lawsuits say the damage is real. The placenta market says the money is enormous. And don't forget Big Dog David, who had to fight for millions defending himself against Planned Parenthood as he catches them getting Lambos from babies. The only question left is, what are we going to do about it? Thanks for riding this series with us. Stay skeptical, stay informed, and next time you're in labor, remember, your body is not a profit center, no matter how hard the system tries to make it one. I'd like to do it. I'm going to flip it to you guys. Do you guys think we could play a quick round? We want to close it out? Yeah, I think so. Doug, you didn't use the middle camera at all.
Doug, we need you on another heater today.
Doug complains I don't give him a middle camera and he doesn't click to it once.
Well, there hasn't been a good time to put it on. I mean, when you're split screen with Ricky,
well, click to
just do it once. Just do it once for all we get. Why not?
We'll keep it there, Doug. Welcome to the Doug Show.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm going to pretend it's all random. Well, hey. Look at this. We got the Wheel of Topics. You want to go to the Neuro Gym so you can find yourself on the Wheel of Topics. We're open. Wiki hole.
Oh, how was I going?
We want the wiki hole tonight.
Oh my God!
Dude.
Can you believe the odds? The odds.
What are the odds?
Wow. Good.
Well. Look at this. All right. We're playing down the wiki hole. For the folks that don't know how to play, the way you play the game is I started at a person's wiki page. They could be dead. They could be alive. You got to guess. I clicked 5 pages away through Wikipedia to get off the beaten path, and it's up to Will, Doug, and Ricky to play off of each other to try to figure out who the person is. We're going to go 5 rounds, each time getting closer and closer to the person's wiki page. Each person can either take a guess at who the person is or ask a yes or no question. So without further ado, we're going to just jump right on in. Again, we're playing down the wiki hole. So, for slide number 1, Where you at, WikiHole? Slide number 1. We're starting with Uranus.
Not the planet.
No, but on your bottom.
Oh, okay.
Uranus mythology.
It's funny you say that because my first question: are they alive?
They are alive.
We got a living.
We got a living. We got a living. All right, it clicks to Doug. Dougie Fresh.
Is this person male or female? Or no, I'm sorry, it's a yes or no. Is this person male?
Yes.
Okay.
A living male.
Living male. Ricky, yes or no question, or take a guess.
Is this person American?
Cold-blooded. We
have a living American.
We
claim
him.
We got a living a living American.
We claim him hard.
Cool.
Well, okay, like that.
Real American. Titans. This guy is a Titan. I'm giving you clues. Bro's a Titan.
Is this person white?
No.
Not white, living American. All right, guys.
And then,
Could be anything. Wait, does God's chosen people identify as what? Where does that fall on it? I'm just kidding.
Come on,
what
man.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't
It
resist.
was like, what a hint.
Couldn't resist. All right, Dougie.
is this person a politician?
No, but the world would be a better place if he was.
Okay.
Ricky Medicky, you're up.
Hey, yo, pause, bro. You got all these Diddy stuff going on all night, bro. I don't know what happened to you over the weekend, Alex. Stop being Diddy.
Praise be to Allah happened, Ricky.
Be to Allah, dude.
He got
We're
diddled by
living in the
Diddy.
fucking Matrix. What are you talking about?
Damn. We just came out of Easter.
He's risen
All right.
in more than one way.
So,
Go ahead.
not white, not a politician. Clue is Titan. Male, black. Dude. All right. Off the beat right here. Off the beat, off the
Just
track.
off the beat.
So we're on the second clue. Okay, so cool. We can't ask stupid question. Is this person from the East Coast?
I was like,
I don't know. I don't care enough about it. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so you don't care enough about him. I like that. Okay.
No, I
okay,
love that.
that's
I
a
love
clue.
this man.
That's good. I like that. I'll put that down as a
you have
clue.
an
You don't.
idea.
Wait, I'll. It's got to be where they're from, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like are they from the East Coast? Because they're not white. They're not a politician. They're alive. They're male American. Wholehearted. But I feel like you're being sarcastic on
Titan.
that.
Red Titan. So I'm thinking probably pretty.
They are from. They're not from the East Coast. That was your question? No.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you,
Okay.
they're the South. Good old
I was
South.
thinking of someone, so that helped me just cancel that person out. I appreciate that. And you don't like this motherfucker, so that's
No, I love this guy. What do we?
No, yeah. You can't switch it up now.
No, wait, what? You're only going to hurt your ability to guess this person.
All right, next.
Oh, yeah. Now we're going to the next slide. Slide 3. We're getting one closer. And then, all right, let's see. Nike. Mythology. Greek mythology. In ancient religion, Nike is the personification of the abstract concept of victory. She was the goddess of victory in, I don't know, as well as.
This
in
is
other
really specific, but I think this person's topical. Is this person a golfer?
No. I know who you're thinking of.
Yeah, I figured I'd go for it. Instant I saw Nike.
It's not either of them.
Either.
So
I
what
don't know.
was your question you asked?
I asked if this was this
A
individual was a golfer,
Yeah, do they golf?
and they do not.
They do not.
I was thinking Tiger.
No, not him.
All right.
This guy don't golf.
Is this person a businessman? Like, does he own? If he's not a golfer, not a politician, is he a businessman?
No.
Okay.
Wow.
He thought about it because it's kind of a loaded question, but I didn't know it's still a good question. So this guy's primary thing is he was not a businessman. He might have businesses now, but Good question, Doug. I like that question.
All right, fellas. I'm stumped. What do you think is a good one?
What? Just ask your own question.
we're working as a team, Alex. Get out of
He's
this.
not
Okay.
white, so if you want to guess a race,
You know.
Alex likes.
Love him.
Alex, we know Alex likes this guy too. So if you have an idea to throw out,
I don't like Alex.
He's a Martian. Love him.
Elon Musk.
So okay,
Not a politician.
And not an American.
And
That
American.
guy
No, he
owns
is
business,
American. He is
and that
American.
guy owns businesses.
He's American, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got it.
I'm a businessman.
Ask if he's
Is
an
this-
athlete. Just
That's
ask
what I
if
was
he's an
gonna
athlete.
ask. Or influencer. Which one do you like better?
Athlete, because then if
Okay.
not, then we'll go with
Athlete.
Because I'm thinking LeBron. But all right, is this
Hey,
person
is
an
he-
athlete?
Is the question, is he an athlete or is he the athlete?
Is he an athlete? Is he an athlete? Is he an athlete? Is he athlete?
Yes.
Is he out there?
Some would say he's the athlete.
Can't say LeBron. He hates LeBron.
Yeah, I do. That's true. Wow.
But is he being honest to us? I know he hates LeBron.
I have to be. What do you think this game is? This isn't
no,
Star
you gotta
Wars.
be honest
I'm not
when we
trying to
ask the
trick you.
question.
I can't lie.
Okay.
Your
okay,
side
so the person's
comments
an athlete.
can be
He's
thrown
not
us off.
white. He's American. He's from the East Coast, probably near the South. Am I missing something here? Not a golfer.
Think about
I'm a
how many
businessman.
great Asian athletes you know. The whole time I'm talking about Ichiro.
He's not a businessman.
We take him.
He's male. Alive.
All right, can you go to the next slide?
Yeah. Okay. Calm it, Doug. Last slide.
What the fuck?
He's so good with the tiger one too. Oh my god.
Looking at you, Will.
I know. I'm thinking.
I know.
Damn, he might get us this week. Fuck. No, we got the fake, bro.
You got 2 more rounds.
Should we just start guessing sports?
Yeah, I like that.
And I wouldn't stop it.
Because I guess golfer, and so golf's already out. Is he?
basketball. Ask about basketball.
I'll do basketball. Is he a basketball player?
No.
He hates basketball.
Ooh.
Doug.
Alex hates basketball.
See?
Nobody likes some
knows
basketball
me.
player. He likes Dwight Howard.
No, you didn't let me
Cool guy
finish.
until he was getting caught with guys in dresses.
Oh,
Now
like
it's weird.
Shaquille O'Neal.
So
That's true.
is this guy a baseball player?
Yes.
He's a baseball player.
All right.
You guys should keep asking questions. Ricky?
Does this guy play for the Indians?
No.
Oh, good question there, Ricky. I like that. Good.
I'm looking at you.
He's the next.
Wait, hold on. So he's mentioning you guys
can't
make
get
the
the
next
next.
slide.
Okay.
But hold on, Will. He's
Yes.
been saying like Japanese shit, bro.
Yeah,
Is
but
it-
he's got to be an
is it a
American.
big dollar that
He's
we're
got to be
thinking
an
of?
American.
It's got to
Oh
be.
yeah,
an
fuck, he's not American. You're right. He from Japan.
That's why when we said
Yeah.
Ichiro, it was like it wouldn't count. It won't be Shohei.
Yeah.
Shohei
Yeah, I
wouldn't
thought
count either.
Shohei too, but not an American.
Me too. What about Trout, dude? Or
All
Bryce?
right. Well, now you guys got to start making your guesses. And I will tell you, I won't say it. Too big of a clue. All right.
All right.
We should have one more round because I just started guessing teams.
What's Alex
Ronald
like
Acuna
a player
Jr.?
from a team that you always talk about? I don't know.
If you guys think like that, you're not here. I will give the clue because let's all agree it's such a shot in the dark. You're never getting this.
Yeah, now it's a shot.
Hmm.
The reality is you would be shortchanging yourself if you stopped at one sport.
Oh, might it be Bo Jackson? I don't know.
Bo
You
Jackson
don't know
or
Bo?
Is it Bo Jackson?
Or
You
Michael
gotta be
Jordan.
Bo. Gotta be Bo. I just saw something about him
Michael Jordan.
yesterday.
I almost said Dion.
Do you know Bo?
Hey,
Where is he from?
Alabama.
Alabama.
I should have known. As soon as I Googled it, I was like,
Alabama.
of course.
Would that be considered East Coast though?
No, it's South.
Yeah, but it's
South.
technically on the
And
East
it's not
Coast.
on the East Coast. What
Not on
are
the
you
East
talking
Coast.
It's
Like
out
Central
in
America.
like Texas
I'm
and
actually confused.
Louisiana.
Did you say
and all
yes
that.
or no to the East Coast question?
I said no.
Okay, so
said
that
South.
was screwing me up. I thought you said yes.
Oh. I said no, not to the East Coast. And I said South.
Yeah,
and
then
I
he even
even
gave us
did say,
South.
run it back. I even said Alabama. I said it all. I
See, but
narrowed it.
Alabama wouldn't have got me. I didn't.
I literally
Me
just
either.
watched
But when I
something
Googled
about
it,
Bell.
because you got to remember, he's like nestled away. I think he is in Ohio. He's somewhere
He is
where
in Ohio now. Yes.
all he does is archery. Like his whole thing is like when you ask if he's a business guy, it's like dude made bank with Nike when he was doing advertising at the front of like peak commercials.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to put a pin on that.
But now he doesn't exist anywhere to anybody because he's smart and he knows how crooked the system it is. Yeah, dude, the greatest. That's why I said the athlete. Like, is he an athlete? No, he's the athlete. He is the greatest athlete to ever play a sport, period. Ever.
He was so
If his hip didn't give out,
broke him.
Damn.
Literally broke his body.
Hall of Famer.
Dude, cheers to Bo Jackson.
Yeah, honestly.
Brother is
Here. Do I have a little bit? Here.
You guys get the win on Down the Wiki Hole this week, but it's with an asterisk.
Yeah, we'll take that.
We'll take it.
Because Ricky was able to get
a fun
it.
one though, because when you said shot in the dark, I'm like, yeah, it really is. Like, there's so
you
many.
would never get Bo Jackson.
No.
You guys like Randy Johnson. You'd be pulling something that's so like, I love those guys.
If we hadn't asked about basketball, my immediate thought would have been Michael Jordan. But like,
well, that's why when you said golf,
Tiger.
I said neither of them because I thought you were thinking Michael Jordan. And then I was thinking not Michael Jordan or LeBron.
Funny enough, Michael wasn't on my radar. For some reason, I don't know why.
He's also the athlete.
Yeah.
When you said golf, I'm like,
Especially
Tiger Woods, flip car.
I was thinking that too. I was like,
but we already did Tiger Woods.
I was sorry. I must have forgot that.
I don't remember Tiger Woods.
Yes, we did Tiger Woods.
That's why, I was thinking topical. I was like, well, Tiger.
It was topical.
Tiger has been talked about a little recently.
So, on that note, big Tig.
Speaking of that, I did get a notification before the show. LaMelo Ball, their game just started. So when you're leaving here, it might be over. Be careful.
Yeah, be careful if you're in Charlotte. Hide your kids, hide your wife, because the ball is on the roads. All right, Ricky.
Oh, it's on the road. That's a good one. That's a
bar. It's a bar. Ricky, tell the folks where to find you.
Hey, Just Another Day TV, Thursdays and Tuesdays, and sometimes Saturdays for fight night. We're here, everywhere, anywhere, but your mama underwear.
Man, watch out, your mama's underwear. Should be cray-cray. Anyway, we appreciate you joining us. We made you laugh. We made you think. The best thing you can do to support the show is hit that like button. Be sure to, the whole purpose of the live show is to get you involved. So shout out to everybody that was in the comments section, adding a little bit of perspective to the show. We want you to enhance our dialogue, so we appreciate that. But if we made you laugh or enjoyed today, the best thing you can do to support us is hit that share button and spread it around. Because if you liked it, someone else you know will too. But also, we're here every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So be sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss us and hit the notification bell so we're always around. But we've got our podcast, and Ricky and I do a show on his channel. And we've got our Sunday reaction show where you get a little break from the social and political chaos and just get some Sunday morning laughs. Wake up and have a cup of coffee with us. So if you're looking for one central place where you can find everything, it's at our website at www.rethinktankpodcast.com. But otherwise, guys, we appreciate you joining us, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.